Hi there, Libra. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading, back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their energy currently is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and advice by the end of the session. Okay, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down the description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, Libra, you might be dealing with an air sign here, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a fire sign or a water sign. Okay, but the persons in which we're going to be talking about today, I feel that there's like a little bit of a less resistance when it comes to this person, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. Okay, there's less resistance because I feel that in the past this person was trying to resist you, was trying to basically resist you, want nothing to do with you, or just trying to be very, very defensive when it comes to you. However, I feel that this person now is starting to see that, wow, like actually me and Libra, we kind of like do share like a similar values, and Libra and I see, what potentials of us embarking on this journey to reach a relationship that is going to offer both of us the stability, the security that is sustainable for the long term. Okay. However, they're kind of like quite a little bit indecisive, like emotionally. I feel that this person is still cold, still a bit detached, still a bit wary, still a bit careful, but we're seeing that warming of that cool ice. Now, your challenges here, Libra, Two of Pentacles in upright position and also the Queen of Swords in upright position. I feel that they're not the only person who's undecided or indecisive when it comes to these connections. To be honest with you, I feel that you guys are also indecisive because there's already like a perception or a certain ways of thinking from your side about like, I'm actually not happy with this connection, like I'm also kind of like quite cold about these connections, but I haven't reached my decisions yet. I know that deep down inside, like I shouldn't be warming up. I shouldn't be like being too emotional when it comes to this person. I know inside of my mind, but I haven't decided yet on what to do with it. So you're kind of like still, both of you are still in that decision-making processes. Okay. So in the past, Eight of Pentacles in reverse and also the Three Cups in upright position. From your side, you got the Page of Wands and you also have the King of Cups in upright position. This person's put a stop into their effort into these connections in the past. It's either they stop, or you went no contact, or basically there's a lack of effort when it comes to these connections. And I feel that one of the reasons why this person is still in there was because they really like your companionship. They really like how both of you could talk on some levels, and you guys are like their familiarity, their comfort zone, like the one person that they're excited to tell whatever new thing that is happening in their life. Like when you have that one person that you're like, oh wow, like I really want to be telling this person, and this person has been you all along. So yeah, that's how they feel about the whole situations. I feel that you're very curious. You're very curious about why is that this person has stopped taking initiatives. You have been curious about why this person has stopped doing their investment or doing whatever it is that they used to do. Okay. curious, Libra. And because of that, you get even more curious, right? And that's the thing with air signs I notice, because you guys are air signs. So the person who occupied your mind the most is the person that you would think that you love. So the more that you think about them, the more that you love them. The more this person make you curious, the more that you feel that you love them. That's what's happening with you. Yeah. So in the now, from this person's side, 8 of Cups in reverse, and also the 7 of Swords in upright position. From your side, you got the 3 of Pentacles, and you also have the 6 of Wands in upright position. This person tried to emotionally walk away from you, literally, but I feel that this person could not. Whatever it is, something always brings them back to you. There is, again, as I was saying earlier, that companionship, that comfort zone that they're really into, is one of the leading factor that they, try to return to you emotionally. And I feel that it also has a lot to do with them fearing being alone, okay? But I feel that they're not really going to be showing you 100% when it comes to that. It's not going to be like a full-blown, like, I can't get over you and stuff like that. They're trying to be slick about it. You know what I mean? I think there's pride also that got in the way. You're going to be kind of like quite happy when it comes to it. So again, if it hasn't happened already, it's going to happen like really, really soon, because I'm doing these readings ahead of time. Okay. So you got the 3 of Pentacles in upright position. Then you also have the 6 of Wands in upright position. Most of the reason why this person is not successful in emotionally walking away, most of it has a lot to do with you, with your attempt. Okay. However, if you're not attempting to do anything, and you're like, nope, Nisa, I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm not going to be attempting to do anything. Okay. One of the things that I want to advise you to is just seek for something that makes you feel good about yourself, that kind of like give you like a lot of acknowledgement from other people. Then this person would then, it's vice versa. But I see most of you doing the first attempt anyway. Okay. So let's get into the future. But if you don't want to be making that first attempt, what I would suggest you to do is just basically do something that would then gain you like a public recognition or public acknowledgement, or trying to be more seen. That will get this person's attention. Let's see in the future from this person's side. Okay, let's see from your side, Libra. In the future, you will have had enough. Have had enough of what? Have had enough of their complaints. Have had enough of your efforts not being appreciated, because that's what the 4 of Cups is in this deck of mine is all about. Like you have 3 people or servants trying to serve you, and you're like unappreciative of it all. And I feel that in the future, that's exactly how you're going to be feeling about it. Okay. There's a little bit of a bossiness also from them, more like a my way or the highway, like you can't change me, this is how I do things type of thing. And I think because it pisses you off so much and you're tired of like making attempts and it went unnoticed or unappreciated, I feel that you're going to be creating some sort of a narrative inside of your mind about this person that would then make you cut them off. 5 of Swords in upright position. We'll see what that is, okay? But let's clarify the present moment first. So, let's just clarify them all. Comes in a position. Especially if you guys are dealing with a water sign, I feel that you might be the one that does the first effort. Let's see the Seven of Swords in upper position from their side. That one is very important. Okay. Yeah, they're trying to play it cool, man. Like, they really, really wants to have a relationship with you, but they're trying to just kind of like confuse you because, again, as I was saying earlier, and I think they did the right thing if it was about trying to catch your attention, because as I was saying earlier, you guys are air sign. The more that you think about it, the more that you feel it. The more that you question, it's like, oh, la 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 la, the more that you actually feel it. The more that it's in your energy sphere. Let's see the Six of Wands in upper position from your side. Full card in upper position. So, whatever it is that they're doing in the past was a bluff, by the way. Like them, stop putting effort or stop doing anything. It's a bluff. Why? Because once they do it, they're kind of like also wonder, like, what is going on? Like, why isn't Libra doing anything in regards to it? Like, and if you didn't do anything, it really, really did hurt their pride. So now, even though they have like a lot of, here's the funny part, Libra, I see them having emotions. I see you don't. What I see you having is just basically like, curiosity. Because you're kind of like quite indecisive. Like, even though, like, if you are still with them or if you guys are with them, it's like emotionally you're not really there. It's just making you feel good about it. Yeah, it's going to make you feel good. This person is coming back. So again, as I was saying earlier, like, you actually don't have to make any type of attempt because I feel that this person is going to come back anyway. Let's see the Four of Cups in upper position in the future. Let's see the Five of Swords in upper position. Yeah. As I said earlier, I feel that you guys are, you would label them after, I think one of the reasons why you're still here is because you're still in that decision-making process. And I feel that in the future, once you start realizing like, wow, like, nothing that I'm doing is being reciprocated, nothing that I'm doing is being appreciated, and you would start labeling this person as being something, like probably like a selfish person or a narcissistic person or someone who's just cold, like etc. Someone who's not a relationship type of person and everything like that. And I feel that in the end, like, you would have had it, and I feel that you're just going to be basically focusing a lot more on your independence and your money as well. Let's see the Queen of Wands in upper position from their side. 10 of Wands in upper position, 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups. The table will certainly turn. Let's see the 7 of Cups in upper position. And once you do that, like once you do the final cutoff of you not having it anymore and not wanting to do anything about them, then what do we see here? Okay, then finally stop with this. Yeah, I want Libra, but I'm going to pretend like I don't want them that much. I want Libra, but I'm going to be pretending as if like I'm still putting them under evaluations. Like, that type of play is they're going to be dropping it off, and they would literally trying to kind of like come to you and says that they're hurt by it and they would want something together with you. But look what you're doing here. 4 Cups in upper position. I just feel that you guys are going to be rejecting that because A part of you is one, you're looking for stability. I feel that if you're looking for a new person, I think you might find a new person in a form of an Aries, a Cancer, or an earth sign individuals, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But if like wanting to have another person is not on the table for you, then it's more about like you just wanting to move forward with your life. You know what I mean? Like you taking care of your own, you wanting to provide stability and security for your own, and etc. Okay, so let's pull some advice card for you here, Libra. The 10 of Wands in upright position, the 2 of Cups in upright position, and also the Ace of Swords in upright position. Okay, Libra. So this is a after tarot deck, so it's going to be very different than a traditional Rider-Waite tarot. But as you can see here with the 10 of Wands, it's very different right than the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, because this person is being asked by the universe to, look, you've been carrying a lot of burden lately, right? Like you've been carrying like a lot of responsibilities, like a lot of thinking, like a lot of things on your shoulders. What about you have a rest, sit down, and look at those things that you've been carrying. Which one is it that is worthy for you to continue your journey on? Like sometimes we don't have to be carrying a lot of things on our shoulders, you know? We could just pick which one we want, which one is the smartest choice. So this is what the universe is asking you to do. Sit down, look at, you know, what is your burdens, what are your responsibilities, what are everything that has been weighing you down. Look at them and just like, which one is the most important one for you to take care of? I just dropped it. I'm sorry. I just dropped it. Okay. Because if it's love that you think is the most important one right now, okay, you have the Ace of Swords here. Okay. You have the Ace of Swords. If it's love, if it's love that you're willing to put up with right now, the universe is trying to say that rest assured that you are going to get clarity whether you should leave it behind or whether you should not. I think you're going to get your clarity really, really soon here, especially with this one. It's either an intuition or it's either a sign. It's either some truth is unveiling in front of your eyes, whatever that may be. But I feel that, especially in the month of May, it's going to be kind of like quite magical for you, because it's, especially in terms of love, you're going to get the clarity that you've been looking for. Okay. So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Libra. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.